I just want to take the time to look at this old Humvee. This thing is beautiful. We right out here in San Francisco. We was driving down the road and I saw this Humvee and thought, wow, this thing is a beast. This is an Army issue, old school art Humvee. They don't make vehicles like this anymore. Or at least like this is solid sheet metal, right? Like what is a new Humvee gonna be made out of, right? They got the new Humvee have the wheels and stuff, but this thing is literally not literally, but quite literally like a tank slash vehicle. I mean, this is an army vehicle. This is what the army drives when they went to Vietnam or Saudi Arabia or wherever the heck they doing their war missions at. This is what they use to get around, right? To do their missions. These are only vehicles. Some of the times they have Governor Colorado, but these are what they actually use. This vehicle probably as old as I am, if not older, right? I mean, And I just want to like compare that to like the pictures and the videos of the new Humvee. I know they like back in like the 90s or whatever they came out with this Humvee like rich person toy that only rich people buy because they can only because they got like 5 miles a gallon. But this is the original like something like this is like the original Humvee. I got it have this big cargo neck in the back, which is we great for like camping. Probably somebody could be like living in here right now. Who knows? With the price of rent in the city, somebody might be camping out in here, or they might be just a Rican warrior vehicle, right? But like, look, like I just want to like compare this. What's your thoughts about this compared to the new electric vehicle? Is like the new cars are going to be made. I mean, yeah, they're made with metal, maybe some fiberglass, some other things. I mean, definitely the new vehicle doesn't look very like different than this. Like the other one looked like looked like a toy. This one definitely looked way more like serious. The first one is like have all the H's and things like and so like what your thoughts like this thing is like is there I seen on the if you want to see there was an actual like Humvee that the Chris Fixit bought. He drove it like on top of another vehicle. Like, could you drive the new electric vehicle on top of another car? I mean, it does have big wheels and stuff, and the suspension and everything. Like, what? But is it going to hold up to the old school like this? Like look at this. This is like military grade engineering, man. This is like what this type of car what brought the inspiration for the original Humvee that the GMC came out with back in the 90s, and now the inspiration to the new electric vehicle they coming out with. And this is a beautiful car. Like this is for it. Like I'll definitely like this is a nice piece of equipment. Other than the fact probably get really bad gas mileage, which they talk about the even the electric vehicle probably get not too good in range and take a lot of electricity. That's the whole thing. It's like, but this thing is really nice. What do you think about the Hummer, sweetheart? Are you ready to go? Yeah. I would, yeah, this thing is nice. This is, so I don't know. This thing is really nice. Like, look at the wheels though. Like, this thing is a tank. Literally, this is like what the military use when they overseas fighting wars. Get around. Like, this is like a Jeep, pretty much, right? So, I don't know. I just thought I'd show you guys it, but like, what do you guys think? I would evaluate that thing. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by it, but yeah. I mean, Chevy finally come out that they're gonna make an electric vehicle again. You know, they had the electric vehicle that they come out with, like the Chevy Volt, but I don't know if they was that serious about that because that didn't really seem like a serious vehicle. Now they come out with a Hummer EV, which definitely seem like they are trying towards electric vehicle. And according to them, they're gonna come out with like 20 different models in the next like few years, hopefully, and hopefully that inspire more vehicle companies to come out, with their electric vehicles and or hybrid vehicles. Hopefully we have more flex vehicles, like I said in the last live stream. I think that we should completely abandon like the concept of carbon-based fuel, but like because it's sustainable. Like this tree grows, right, and make quick energy. I'm waiting for you to get. Yeah, I'm waiting for you. That's why I'm asking.
Here, I thought it was like.
All right. So the whole concept is a carbon cycle, right? The thing is like I talked about in other videos about carbon cycles and how carbon cycles work, and basically, you can like make fuel out of anything, as and go in a cycle, right? And carbon-based fuels are good, but like you can make if I won the lottery and able to invest in a fuel source, what I probably do is make fuel cells based on natural gas. That's what I probably do. Like you probably put a natural gas or ethanol fuel cells, right? That'd be really interesting. Ethanol fuel cells. So you put E85 into your car, it converts it into energy through a fuel cell, not engine, but a fuel cell. Can break apart the atoms and reassemble them on the other side and create energy directly from the chemical reaction without actually burning and combustion and losing energy through all that combustion and all the moving parts inside the engine that will wear and break down. But actually using, actually getting energy from the chemical reaction and then running into the energy of the vehicle, because we all know electric vehicles are way more power dense than gasoline vehicle, because the only 30% of the energy goes into the expansion of the vehicle. And so yeah. Alright. Yeah. And so that's the whole concept, is that like why electric vehicles are better than the gas vehicles, part of the efficiency, because electric vehicles use all the energy available, but the fact is that you only can store so little amount of energy because the batteries technology is not there, right? So the batteries are so way more heavier than gas is, like the energy density of of hydrocarbons is like, you know, unbelievably more dense than any even the best batteries. And even if the and the fact is that one of the another advantages that fuel have is that the fuel hydrocarbons is only half the energy, right? The other half of the energy is storing oxygen from the air, right? So even if we had, you know, had some type of perfect battery that had perfect energy density matching what we could do in fuel, the fact that not only are we don't have to carry the oxygen is a big component of it. So but even with the even if you had to take into consideration the oxygen. So yeah, I don't know. Just think about the I just want to let's think about the difference between the EV and the original Humvees and how that compared to the new Humvee, and whether or not the new Humvee actually going to hold up to, you know, something, or is it just a toy for rich people? Which is probably just a toy for like rich people to buy to show off to your friends. So like, look, I got a fancy new car. It's electric, and you know, like, I mean, really, that's what it really is. It's just going to be a rich person toy. You know, they probably, it could go off-roading, but probably people are not going to take it off-roading. You know, people are not going to push it to the edge. People are just going to drive it to work and, you know, drive around, pick up chicks, or show off to their friends that they got, you know. It's just going to be like a status vehicle, something that, like, boasts people eager with low self-esteem. I mean, that's really what the Humber EV is going to be. You know, just like the whole Humvee back in the day that got 5 miles a gallon or 8 or whatever it was, you know, it was ridiculous. It cost like a ridiculous amount. You know, the new Humvee is true to it would cost a ridiculous amount. But yeah, for the next stream, it'll be about the same. I don't think so. All right. Well, I gotta get off here because Michelle still won't get out of the car.
Okay, now.
She's wasting my entire day just waiting on Michelle to do. So yeah. So at least this will give me something to do. You know, but it starts with relationships. But yeah. You think it's a full negativity? Yeah, no, I'm just like talking, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little bit negative on the whole Humvee and stuff.